This is a Bible written completely in Lisu language. So they use something more like English alphabet, but not exactly the same. Hidden in the mountains of Yunnan is a valley where every village has a church. Here, Christianity is part of everyday life. The Bible is written in the Lisu script, a writing system created by Western missionaries. And today, we are uncovering the story hidden in China's most remote border region. Hi, good morning everyone. Welcome back and welcome to the beautiful Lushui in the very south of Yunnan. So yesterday was sunny and we had a very long ride.
6 hours. And today we're gonna have another 6 hours ride, 300 kilometers to the Yunnan Tibetan border, to a county called Binzhongluo. And now we are quite close to the Myanmar border, so it's, I think, just behind the hill.
No, behind there.
Somewhere there, yeah. 20 kilometers, and the valley gets really narrow, but the road should be less difficult than yesterday.
And right now you see this river, that's the Nujiang river, which flows eventually into Myanmar and becomes the southern river. And today we are going to have a very mysterious trip into China's most Christian region. So along Nujiang River, there are many villages, and every village has a church. And we're going to explore also many ethnic groups that we have never met before.
好，
谢谢。
拜拜。
I just hope it won't be raining today because now it's a raining season and landslide can happen. But I just hope that we're lucky today. And by the way, Lushui is quite pretty, much more developed than I thought, because this used to be the most undeveloped region in Yunnan. But when I'm here, there are lots of construction work, lots of high rises, and it's very pretty. It rained yesterday, but I didn't hear the rain yesterday night. On a weather like this, the good thing is that I won't fall asleep while driving, because when it's too hot and too sunny, I tend to feel very sleepy in the back seat. So this whole road is super close to the Myanmar border. Basically, if you climb over this mountain, you'll reach Myanmar. And it used to be very easy to go to Myanmar, but ever since the civil war, the land borders have closed to normal tourists. So only people who live on the border with a permit can enter Myanmar. We have a traffic jam right now. 哎呀！你买了一只羊？对。哦。你要带到哪儿去啊？
对，这个老板。
哦，这个老板，你帮他带一下。
不是，他骑摩托，我骑那个。
哦。
我这个。
哦。这前面是怎么了呀？有事故吗？还是塌方了呀？塌方了。啊。哦。
我们是回去老母堆。
哦，你们要去老母灯。你好，请问这个要多久？你知道不？大概
要12点左右。
12点。哦，好的，谢谢。That's it. The mud comes from there. Nujiang region used to be the least developed area, And before all those bridges were built, this is the most traditional way of going across the river. 溜索. It's basically just
你要过来这边。
哦，
哪一步下来？你们哪位？
他先来了。
他下来，来过来这边。
你也带我的手。
过来这边。这样子穿这个穿起来，这样子穿起来啊。这个穿衣服一样。
大哥，你们是什么族呀？
我们是傈僳族。
傈僳族。
哎。
这边主要都是傈僳族吗？
对，全都是傈僳族。
全都是傈僳族。
来，上。
啊，OK。
哎，这样抓起来就行，抓这里，对，好，脚抬起来，脚抬起来，脚抬起来。
啊，OK。
你要露出，比如这样子露好看，这样子啊，不能碰到这里啊。
好。
好，我们要走了，嘎。
好，我们走。
好，起飞了，走。
哇！This is crazy！ 哇，这么快！
啊，到了，你看。
到了。
好，慢慢站起来。好，慢。
OK。对，哦哇！
我们要换。
好玩。
好玩啊！我们要换另外一个啊。
OK。
好，那就全上。
大哥，像你们以前这边有多少溜索呀？江边？
这边的话以前是多，这边一上去就全部都有，现在是全部拆了。
以前的溜索是你们自己建的吗？
啊，自己建的，对。
哦。
要上学的自己过。
哦，就上学也要自己过。那自己背着这玩意儿。
以前我们这边没有路的时候，那些东西还有马，以后都要带过去带回来。
就是马也过溜索吗？哇！
抓在这里带着啊，
可以了
，OK，
好了，
好，起飞了，走嘞！
Oh, Yen is over there. Wow.
好，等一下，慢慢来啊，再来一点点啊，再来一点点。
好了。
好，可以站起来。好。
So apparently they still use these ropes to get to the other side because there is no bridge nearby. I mean, now there are of course bridges, but like in order to reach these houses, it's still the fastest way, and it takes like literally probably 10 seconds. It's so much fun. 宝宝，到了。
大哥，你们这个东西怎么刹车呀？
这个是我们要这样子掰一下，你看掰过去掰回来，这样子它这边，它又速度慢了，这样子。不能刹手，你要过去的时候抓住那里了，必须把它刹住。哦，这个跟你们车子一样，有刹车的啊。
我看。
大部分给我们。
行，谢谢你们啊。
那走啊。
好，拜拜。
来走。但是不要拿忘记掉。
好的。So nowadays there are much less of those ropes, but still it's kind of useful, especially for people live there. There is no bridges near here. The Nujiang Valley has very little flat land. Villages and towns are squeezed along the narrow river banks, surrounded by steep mountains. Along the way, we crossed countless suspension bridges, past waterfalls pouring down from the cliff, and saw small hydropower stations hidden high in the mountains. By sunset, we arrived at Langmudang, a village built halfway up the mountain, home to a very special church. That's a church feel. Actually, there are lots of more houses. All those, white dots, those are villages. And there is a mountain that looks like a crown. Behind it, that's perhaps already Myanmar. Wow, it's beautiful. You can also see this Nujiang Valley. This river flows and disappears on the horizon.
这一片这个乡基本都是怒族。
哦，怒族和傈僳族有什么大的差别吗？
可能文化呀，各个方面都有点不同，语言也不同。
哦。
对面还有新农村，那些基本
都是怒族。那边那个山顶上那些呢？你知不知道是啥？
那些我都没到过，我也是汉族嫁过来。
哦。We ordered something weila, which means slightly spicy, and they put a lot of chili pepper in it.
Yeah, that's the Chinese definition of.
That's a Yunnan standard of
Yunnan
weila.
definition of weila. This is the alphabet that the Lisu people use, and it's called the Fraser alphabet because it was developed by James Fraser, who was a missionary who came here in the early 20th century, together with a Burmese missionary whose name is Sarabatho. And before that, the Lisu language was not written, it was only an oral language, only a spoken language. And when they came here, these missionaries, they helped them to kind of create a writing system which is based on the Latin letters. So if you check out the letters, it looks Latin, and apparently the pronunciation is also quite similar. I don't dare to pronounce it, but what's interesting is that all the elder people in the church, their Bible, their songbook, it's all written in the Fraser alphabet.
This is a Bible written completely in Lisu language.
以前是我的大儿子让我所跟你们讲，他们来装我的儿子，大儿子上来装，孩子不来装。
So they use something more like English alphabet, but not exactly the same. must be a very difficult time. Because first of all, they had to climb over those high mountain passes. By then, there was no good road. They have to carry the stuff on the back or on the donkey. On the way, they even lost some of their friends. And then they came to a place that is still kind of in a primitive state. They had to learn the language because they don't speak the language. And there is more than one language spoken. There are perhaps maybe 3 or 4 different languages. So they had to learn the language so that they can talk with local people. And indeed, their work greatly improved the local living standard. They taught local people how to cook. They started hospitals. They started schools. And that's why I think how Christianity took root in this remote area.
Leaving Longmendong behind, we continued upstream along the Nujiang River. The road took us through countless mountain villages, and almost every village had its own church. In the early 20th century, Protestant missionaries from Britain and America entered the Nujiang Valley. They lived among Lisu and Nu people, creating a written script and building schools. Further north, along an ancient route towards Tibet, French and Swiss Catholic missionaries also arrived, hoping to reach the Tibetan Plateau. But the high mountains and remote frontier made the journey difficult. Eventually, they settled in the valleys, living alongside local community and planting vineyards.
过来，西瓜咋卖呀？3块。帮我拿一个小的呗。
小的这3那里头有。我这个有点大。
哦，
这个是红的，这红心。
好的，那要这个吧。
很甜的，嘎，没有打药的。
这是这边种的吗？
啊，自己家种的。
这是不打药的，你们可以放心吃。
好的
，21。
好的。
还小钱。
That night, we arrived in Bingzhongluo. We bought a watermelon and drove up the mountain, following the road into a vast sea of rice terraces. This village sits on a flat piece of land at the top of the mountain, the green terraces spreading down the slopes like a giant carpet. In this small village of only a few hundred people, a Protestant church, a Tibetan Buddhist temple, and a Catholic church stand side by side, a rare reflection of the many layers of culture hidden in southwest China's mountains.
有信佛教的人比较多，天主教比较少，还有基督教是最少的。
哦，基督教是最少的。那早上我看好像有很多人。
那个时候是很少的，但是好多各个村寨里面的人都上来，上面这边不是只有一个基督教堂嘛，都过来这里念经的。
就其他的各个村子也过来了吗？
是的，是的。
他那个天主教和基督教有什么区别呀？
天主教是信那个玛利亚嘛，基督教是信耶稣。天主教是可以喝酒，可以做各种各样的，然后是基督教是不可以喝酒。
那像你们家呢？你们是信什么的呀？
如果来说的话，一定要信的话，我们可能会信的佛教。
佛教的比较多。对，
佛教自由嘛。比较自由。
就是这边有那种一个家里面信不同的都有吗？
有，爸爸信一个教，妈妈信一个教，姑娘儿子可以信一个教，很和谐的一家人。
没关系吗？
没关系，各信各的。
那个过圣诞节这边过吗？
圣诞节的时候，天主教堂那边比较热闹嘛。
它这个教堂什么时候建的？你知道不？就最早是谁过来修的？
啊，这个我真的不知道。
你们都不知道了？
我们都不知道。
哇。
因为说我只记得是这3个教里面，佛教在这里的时间是最长的。据说是300多年的历史，但是寺庙那里好像才弄了200多年，是吧？好像是300多年吧。
东风基督教徒 Today is actually not Sunday, but there's something going on here. I have no idea what's happening. Let me check this out. 东风基督教。大姐，我想问一下，你们是怒族还是什么？就什么民族的呀？
傈僳族。
傈僳族的，都是傈僳族吗？
我是独龙族。
哦，独龙族。你好。
谢谢。
你好。I guess today there is a 消防演习。That's why this 消防车的 fire。可以吃饭吗？好的，谢谢。That is porridge with beans. Corn with beans. 玉米哈。大哥，你是什么族的呀？你们藏族。这边有多少个民族呀？3、4个。傈僳族、独龙族、藏族、怒族。哇，4个了。I'll take potato. And a small corn. This is something special, very Yunnan. So when you eat potato, you like to pour this. So this is a mixed spice made of chili pepper and Sichuan pepper, salt. It makes the potato very flavorful. 谢谢。
我有这个牙呀。
哦，你没有牙，吃不了了。He again brought me a watermelon.
我还没吃早餐，我觉得冰淇淋吃早餐的话非常健康。
你能听懂他说话吗？
这个多少钱
？But before the arrival of Christianity, actually Buddhism came here first in the village. There is also one of the only Lama temples in the whole Nujiang region. This one is called Puhua Si.
Hey, question. Wait, does it mean not?
Yes.
So not adults are not allowed?
对。
Okay.
So people who are under 18 cannot take part in religious activities. Oh, wow.
民族的认同。
对。
中华文化的认同。
对。
中国共产党的认同。中国特色社会主义的认同。Wow, crazy! Wow, you recognize all the characters. Today, all the religions in Binzhongluo live in harmony with each other, and even in one family, there might be one Buddhist, one Catholic, one Protestant Christian. But in the history, there was some conflict because in the early stages, so when the French missionary came here, he taught people to not pay tax to the monastery, and by then, this was seen as a big threat to the monks and monasteries. And 20th century, so in 1905, if I am right, about 200 local Buddhists, they
get together and burn the church of Baihanluo. So Baihanluo is another small Catholic church about like 5 or 6 kilometers away from here. And then the missionary, his name is, say that again? Yes. He fled to Kunming and then he reported this to the Qing government. So the Qing government made some compensations, and after that they rebuilt the church. So that's the story behind Puhan. Shengxintang, this is a Catholic church under construction so far. Yes, oh, grapes!
That's great.
Yes. Oh, crazy.
One fascinating fact about missionaries in western Yunnan is that they all brought wines. So this whole region has a lot of wine varieties. So there's grapeyards usually next to the churches. Also in Zizhong, right?
Yeah. And that's a distinction between the Catholic Church and Protestant. The Protestant is brought by American missionary. For them, they forbid drinking and also smoking. But French missionary brought wine. Oh wow, that's real wine grape.
Baobao-Putao.
Yeah.
When is the vendange here? I wonder.
Vendange maybe in September. We definitely want to try some Yunnan wine, because there are some really nice wine here. At the end of the Qing dynasty, missionaries from different parts of the world, from the UK, from France, from Switzerland, from the America, come here. And this church was founded by this guy, a French missionary. He even had a Chinese name called Ren Anshou. And he devoted his lifetime here. He's also resting next to the church. And it's written that he was from Puy-du-Dôme, Clermont, and he came here through Sichuan, through Yanjing. So Yanjing also has a Catholic church, and then came here.
For centuries, Bingzhongluo has been a gateway to Tibet. There are many routes connecting inland China with the Tibetan Plateau, but this has always been one of the most challenging. In winter, heavy snow blocks the way. In summer, landslides often cut off the road. Yet, none of this could stop generations of pilgrims from following their dream of reaching Tibet. Today, foreign travelers still cannot simply drive into Tibet. They need to join an organized tour, which means we couldn't just step on the gas and cross a border ourselves. But Flo had always dreamed of getting as close to Tibet as possible.
Behind me, there was a checkpoint, and we talked with a policeman. They took his passport. He said we can drive until the Tibetan provincial border and then go back. It was really cool. The road sign says 茶瓦楞50, 茶余县 270, Lingxi 790 kilometers.
790, wow.
Yeah, I don't know if we're already in Tibet because I haven't seen a borderline. But here we are. I think this is officially the border. I haven't seen a tag written Dianzangjie, but here you see a big stone. It's Yunnan.
Do you want to try Tibetan coffee?
It's called Yunnan Tibetan coffee, Dianzang Cafe. Starting from here, it's an infamous Bingchacha road because right now you see the road is very well paved, but once you enter Tibet, a few kilometers later, it's going to be just dirt road and very hard road. And that's why it's also called 勇士之路, the warrior road. A few years ago, I drove from Yunnan to Tibet. I was thinking of taking this road, but they told me that with a scooter it's so difficult, so eventually I gave up. Yeah.
等于是这个国道不好走啊，就219没有走过嘛，走看看，还是有点累的。
有点累了。
对。
那个路有多差呀？
哦，我给你看看。
要给我看照片吗？
我拍的视频的。
哦，就是好多这种坑儿。
对，100多公里。就这样过来了没？
还好没有遇到下雨之类的。
对，还有一个的，你看这些都是这样的，人都是炮弹坑，
Wow.
100多公里的，有周围的。
We climb 3 snow mountains.
今天过的最高的这个是4360，有一个。
4636米。哇。
最高的一个是7000多的。
哦。
And here it says, 西藏欢迎您. So now we are officially in Tibet. Only 50 meters, but we made it.
Without a Tibetan travel permit.
Yep, and without my passport. Still at the checkpoint before. Wow, look. 西藏欢迎您, and that's the Tibetan script. So I finally made it to Tibet. We made it finally to Tibet. I'm really excited about that. And I'm actually glad they let me in because there is the checkpoint before, and usually as a foreigner you need to travel with a licensed Tibetan tour guide, otherwise it's not possible. So that's really, really cool.
Unfortunately, we cannot go further this time. There was another checkpoint over there, and we hope that maybe next year we can travel to Tibet together. And we're going to end the video. We hope you enjoy it. Thanks for watching, and bye bye.
Bye bye.